My role is a forensic scientist analysing biological samples for the presence of drugs, alcohols in relation to a person's behaviour or possible cause of death. And I also work in a drugs department analysing evidence seized by the police for the presence of controlled drugs. I did a zoology degree and worked in marine turtle conservation for a number of years. It got to the point where I had gone as far as I could within it without drastically changing what the job involved, and that caused a massive rethink. Forensic science had been something I'd been interested whilst at school, but at the time it was you had to do pure chemistry, years in industry and then try and get in. That has been shortened to a degree, so I looked up, seen what universities could offer, found a forensic science degree in Nottingham Trent and enrolled and joined within a course of I think 5 months from making the decision. And then whilst there I did the degree and also did a placement year where I was lucky enough to go to Poland. Completed all that and was fortunate enough to join the company after graduation. To be a reporting officer, and that's a forensic scientist who would go to court, you do need to have at least a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry if it's chemistry you want to specialise in. If you want to be able to progress, now you have to have a Bachelor of Science at least. And there are also many people with Masters or PhDs within a chemical field. Overall, to get into forensics, it would be ideal if you could get some science lab experience, whether that's through a degree or taking a job in a smaller company, just to get some analytical science experience to then move over to forensics. Ideal skills and qualities for someone doing this job, I think you have to be quite organised, because your day can change at a moment's notice, such as if there was a high profile case. You need to be able to ready able to juggle your caseload. I think you also have to be quite enthusiastic about what you do, because the work can be hard and the work can be intense, and unless you're willing to get involved and to get out there, then it would be a job that could drag you down a bit. So I think you do have to be very motivated. I think the two things I like most about this job would be, one, that it's always different, and I think the second thing is probably just how involved it is. You know, it is really hands-on as a job, but for every day you're on a computer, the next 2 days you're in the lab actually hands-on, and I think that's a really important part of any job, just to kind of keep you grounded and to remember while you're doing things, because the work we do has a purpose, and I'm not saying other labs don't, but these are people's lives, people's jobs, people's families looking for an answer, and you can't ever forget that you're here for a really important reason and the work you do counts.